Welcome to A-Side Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ray Massey, the fellow co-host, Marlon Parker,
Carlos Massey.
and our special guest today, we have none other than Randall, the KO King Bailey. What's going on, Randall?
Man, chillin'.
Man, I hope I got your plug right. I got KO King in there. That's the most important part.
All right. Tell us a little bit. You got to run down your list of titles.
WBO 140, WBA interim at 140, and welterweight IBF.
Okay. Impressive.
That's all right.
Get out of here. You gotta have more, right?
Yeah, it's better than all right. Hey, what's the secret behind, man? Everybody knows that you possess at that time of fighting possess this extremely amount of power. What's your secret behind those shots, and do you have a favorite shot?
The favorite one is the one that put him out.
Yeah.
I think I know the most damaging one is that, man, that straight right hand is man, that thing. I've seen you lay jokers out. I mean, they do the extra roll and everything.
Now, that's the part growing up watching you. How many people you actually made roll when they hit the mat? Mike Jones almost rolled out the ring.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we ain't gonna never be able to get Mike Jones for that.
Not gonna happen. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, he might come on.
You never know.
Right now.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
If he comes on, we're gonna boost up an exhibition fight. Everyone else is doing it.
Hey, man. I don't think he want that.
Yo, man. So tell me, what was your best knockout in your opinion?
Oh man, I don't know. It's so many of them. It's like when you think you done got the best one, boom, here come another one.
Right.
You know.
I think the two. I can't even say those two. I say the three. I can't say that.
There you go.
Like, yeah. I'm gonna give you three ones that kind of mess with my head a little bit.
Okay.
When they happen, I say Frankie Figueroa,
Okay.
Demetrius Ceballos, and Mike Jones.
Okay.
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
That was on my list. I was waiting for that one. All right.
Yeah.
What you think, man?
These knockouts was like life altering for them and me, because it's like when you see the destruction that you have in your punches, it kind of messed with your head a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
And that was just natural power. You didn't have no formula, no weights, no stuff like that.
Hey man, matter of fact, in the Mike Jones fight, I was literally. I think that probably should have been my last fight at 147.
Yeah, because you went up and fought Bunder. You fought, I think, at 155 after that.
No, I never got to go up because after winning the title from Mike Jones, the trouble making weight. You know what I'm saying? I actually did want to move up and fight K9 at 157 154 because he had the belt up there, so it would have been even transition going from 147 to 154 and just moving up, fighting the champion up there. But they had other plans in pocket. You know, so I mean, they weren't able to happen.
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have to ask. So much is made about your KO power, but when you look at your fights, it's also a method to the madness. I mean, you're a really good boxer. So eventually people get tired. Eventually they fall into traps. So it's not just, you're not going in there just winging, throwing punches and one lands. You were setting traps the whole time.
I mean, if I was able to have guys come at me and me move around the ring.
But that wasn't happening.
Yeah. He would have seen a lot more, but these guys, they wasn't going to do that.
Secret was out early.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So when you said earlier, like it kind of messed with your head, man. Talk us through that, man. Um, there was a famous quote, and I probably won't get it right. It was from Ray Robinson. He said when he discovered he had knockout power, it was like discovering a new religion. He said he almost as if he became engrossed with it, right?
I mean, if you knock somebody out to the point where, I mean, they don't know where they at, and you just see the different, you know what I'm saying, body functions where they not the same no more. I mean,
yeah.
Right there at the present time in your face, you see this, yeah, it kind of mess with you a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can imagine. You know, I mean, 'cause, again, it's a sport. You know, nobody wants to. I mean, it's a hurt business, but nobody really wants people to go home like with long-term damage. We all trying to make money. You know, we're trying to make money and do this entertainment kick at the same time. That's important because a lot of times people don't see the human behind the gloves. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they see the destructive power and then they go up. You know, that's all he is, but it's more to you. I've seen some of your interviews, man, and I appreciate some of the background and some of the things you went through to get to where you're at, and I commend you for that, man. Just want to make sure you know that.
True. Appreciate you.
And before we get too soft, champ, where are the belts? Where the belts today? You should have had them in the background. We see the headboard. Where the belts?
What Mike Tyson said.
Man, we ain't got Mike Tyson over here, man. We close.
What Mike Tyson said. It's nothing. They're probably in a brown bag somewhere down in the garage somewhere.
Starting off your career, you had a career of 20 years. When did you know your first 20 fights? I mean, you pretty much put everybody to sleep. First 10 fights, people weren't making it past the third round. When did you know you had something special? This is something you always knew before you got in the ring.
Y'all gotta understand. See, when I came up, I didn't have that privilege of having little soft sparring partners come in. You know what I'm saying? I was sparring with Freddie Pendleton.
Oh, yeah.
Other pros that was Raul Frank. You know what I'm saying? Raul out of New York. Remember, he fought Vernon Forrest for the title.
Yeah.
You know, I had, you know what I'm saying? I was sparring with Mortal Mars, Puerto Rican contender. Who did he fight? But he was ranked number 10 in the IBF. He was getting ready to fight Costa Azul or Frankie Runner. I don't know which one he was getting ready to fight, but he was top 10. You know what I'm saying? I was sparring, and I only got 2 fights.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sparring seasoned pros, and I've been sparring Freddie since I was like 16 years old. So, and they not taking it easy.
No.
And I'm coming back to the gym every day.
Wow.
So I'm getting better and better sparring with them because you might kick my ass today, but tomorrow, trust me, it's not gonna be the same.
I noticed that too.
So when you training with that mentality, when I was going in the ring, I already knew the fight wasn't gonna be nowhere near what I done went through already.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a story a lot of people who become vicious champions or just successful. Even like myself, like your fights is won in the gym. Like your most competition you're gonna get is in the gym. When you surrounded by all these number 1 guys, and when you get in the ring, it's cakewalk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you fought one of my all-time great fighters, Miguel Cotto.
Yes.
Man, that's my dog, man. I love to see the fact that you didn't duck any smoke. You took on everybody, man, and it has to make you feel good, you know, at the end to know that you stepped up to the challenge every time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's what we signed up for.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't understand that. It's a silent oath.
But they say that, but a lot. I mean, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. I understand, man. Who you?
It's definitely crazy. These fighters today. I mean, this is a different era.
It's a different era. We was just talking about eras. You're one of the fighters that I've always said you could maintain yourself in any era. I think because like Marlon alluded to, it wasn't just the power. It was you could box, and you were savvy enough around the ring to know how to get yourself out of tight situations. Talk to us a little bit about your boxing IQ, man. Who do you compare yourself to?
You know what I'm saying? I didn't stop fighting because I wasn't able. I stopped because they literally pushed me out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Age wise, they wasn't willing to take. After what happened with Mike Jones, they wasn't willing to put the young fighters in with me, knowing that there's a possibility I could ruin these fighters.
Yeah.
So the best thing to do was, I mean, once the Devin fight was over, it was just a matter of them not fighting me no more, because I couldn't fight at 47, but that was the only place I could get fights, even if no matter how drained I was, to make 47, that was the only place they was gonna fight. I tried to move up, it was like, nah, it ain't happening.
Out of all those fights, who was your toughest opponent?
My toughest fight had to be Hector Lopez.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What made that one tough? Who made that one tough?
Man, Hector was a crafty guy. I mean, he was just doing stuff in the ring that I ain't never had nobody do.
A new look, huh?
I'm talking about he was switching his feet, putting his hands behind his back, hitting me with the other hand. I mean, just stupid stuff.
Right.
Okay. Now, you've also had the honor of sharing the ring with Reggie Strickland. How was that? How was that? You have to tell me. How was that?
Let me tell you something. Reggie can fight. Reggie is my friend, and Reggie can fight for real. Reggie just got a business mind in his head. I know Reggie done made more money than some champions.
I've seen an interview, and
Reggie done made millions of dollars.
Wow.
And Reggie in shape probably wouldn't be half of the champions he lost to.
I think in the interview or in the documentary, he said he only trained probably 2 weeks for the Golden Gloves and won.
Reggie to fight.
Yeah, that's it.
Reggie to fight. Reggie just about the money. You know what I'm saying? If you need a win, call him. But if the money ain't right, you probably gonna get a loss. That's just how it's gonna go.
Right.
If the money right, you can get you a win. But if it ain't right, you're probably gonna end up with a loss.
Okay.
Man. That's crazy. It's a lot of these secret wars that we don't even know about.
Hey, just look at his record.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Look at all the wins that he got on there probably was supposed to be losses, but when they came to the table and their money went right and things didn't pan out the way it's supposed to, he went there and did something.
Did a little something, right?
I'm trying to tell you.
So before the fight, you went to talk to the promoter, made sure the money was right?
Make sure the check cleared.
No, that was a different ballgame. Hey, whatever he signed up for, that's what he signed up for. I ain't know nothing about it, but I already knew what I was coming in to do.
Yeah,
I'm a dog, though.
Yeah, I figured you guys were friends because you were knocking people out left and right, and then Reggie Strickland lasted 8 rounds with you.
I mean, but you gotta think, I dropped him like probably about 4 times. I'm gonna tell you, I don't tell too many people this story.
Okay.
During the fight, okay, I dropped Reggie the first time. Reggie gets up, ref bring us back together. I don't know what I threw or something, but Reggie done go. So Reggie grabbed me after I knocked him down the first time. He like, man, what you doing? And I'm looking like the referee could hear him talking to me.
Oh my!
He's like, man, don't hit me like that no more. I gotta fight next week.
What?
Say, don't mess the money up for next week.
You feel me?
Man.
Oh man.
So you got,
yeah, your activity level was crazy, man. I think I seen you fought 6 times in 1 year. That's unheard of nowadays?
Yeah, when I was coming up, I'm telling you, I would fight 2 times in 1 month sometimes.
I know. It's crazy.
how do you do that? I mean,
Knock it
now
around.
people fight twice a year.
Let me tell you, man, when you on the grind, I wouldn't take no days off. Like I would fight Saturday and be back in the gym Monday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, fight only went 1 round. So,
Right, yeah.
And ain't no reason. Shit, I'm gonna celebrate after the fight, and then that Saturday, Sunday, I'm chilling. Monday, what I'm doing? I ain't got no job, so I might as well go to the gym. That is my job.
Right.
Yeah, man. How important is it to stay in shape, man?
I mean, when you're trying to get somewhere, every day.
Okay.
Right.
Every day, you gotta think. When I got my first title shot, it was a 2-week notice.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? 2-week notice to fight for the world title. Fight a champion that's in his second reign, a real veteran, and you're gonna take a fight in 2-week notice.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's commendable.
Yeah. You gotta stay ready out here when that money involved.
That's what it is.
Now, since you've hung up the gloves, how's life? How's your health? How's everything?
Man, everything great, man. I'm just finding a chance to do everything I always wanted to do.
right.
So
you doing any training or working with any amateurs, pros?
Nah. I'm working on trying to keep myself in shape and not get too fat.
Stay away from the dinner table, man.
Yeah,
I think we all got that problem.
I know I do.
Snacks is always on deck.
Now, I have a question. As far as now, if you haven't boxed for a while, excuse me, so I'm trying to actually pose this question correctly. Do you have one left? Everyone else is doing it. It's just a money grab. One fight left. If you can get in there, if you can call up Reggie, you can call up anyone else and say, look, let's just cash out one last time. Would you do it, champ?
I would do it, but it's the same old story. If you find somebody that will say yeah to do it with me, you're a bad man.
Okay.
All right, so it's gonna be me, Marlon, and Carlos. We're your promoters now. We're gonna hook you up with Will Smith.
Yeah.
See how this works out. We're gonna get some money.
We definitely not getting a Will Smith interview.
Yeah.
We just lost a Will Smith interview with that joke.
Yeah, whatever.
So no, seriously,
I'm gonna give you a little quickie right quick because when Will Smith first started training for the Ali movie, he was training with me down in Miami.
Get out. Really?
Yep.
So that's where you got that form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like
it was smooth and tight.
I meant to call him and tell him he ain't turning back foot.
Yeah, because
that was all you.
Yeah, because he definitely had some turn in it.
He just forgot to turn the back foot.
Right, he pulled back a little bit.
Well, hey, what was that like working with him?
I mean, regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He's cool, real cool. I mean, matter of fact, my homeboy from DC was down there with me because he used to train with me. He used to be with me for every fight.
Who was that?
My homeboy Kwame.
Oh, Kwame. Okay.
Yeah, Kwame used to be with me. Kwame was down there with me when Will was there. He used to invite us out to eat every night, but I would never go.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I just never went.
You always have your game face on, huh, champ?
Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really hang out with a lot of people like that back then. You know what I'm saying? I had my own little circle, and that's just what it was. I ain't step out of line with too many people. You know what I'm saying? Cause when I go out, shit happens.
Yeah.
Like you could find me back then, so you know what I'm saying. I kept people around me that I knew was gonna be able to handle situations that came my way.
Hey, KO King, who you like nowadays? Who's one of your fighters that you like? It's more similar to you.
Well, I watched Terrence Crawford. I watched Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anything other than that is gonna be kind of hard to get me to watch.
All right. So I've already written off Canelo, man. We're probably not gonna get a Canelo interview. I'm sorry. It's something about Canelo, man. I don't like his fight selection. And I don't know if it's more him or is it his promoters. I just don't like it, man.
There you go.
What are your thoughts on it? I almost want to say he ducking smoke.
Oh,
and
we just lost any hopes of getting Canelo.
I'm sorry. I just think he does. No, listen. When I looking at fighters like
he's fighting Bivol. I'm a Bivol fan.
Bivol's not a good fighter.
Bivol, you're a really good fighter, and I hope to get you on this.
What you say?
Bivol's not a good fighter.
Yeah, he is.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not? Wait.
Exactly.
Hold on, time out. Not that he's not a good fighter, but he's not the best. The next fight for Canelo.
He's at 175. He is top 1-2.
Exactly.
Okay. Now we got a debate. So you rather see him than Benavidez against Canelo?
Of course, never.
Of course.
The Mexican.
No. Let the man talk.
Nah.
Let the man talk.
My thing is, I'm gonna say it, and I agree with what Canelo said. All these guys screaming my name, but they don't want to fight each other.
But is that really true?
How much pressure? So you mean to tell me Canelo gotta come out, fighting Bivol, then gotta come out and fight Benavidez, then gotta fight?
No.
When hey, y'all gonna make y'all most money fight me.
True.
Knock him off, and then me and you fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Build up the base.
Yeah.
That's it.
I just think him against the Charlos is a nice build up to Benavidez that he can get Bill. I just don't want to see.
Hold on. Now you said Charlo and Canelo would be a good build up for Benavidez.
No.
Yeah, I mean, making money. I think he can beat Charlo.
Charlo need to fight Benavidez.
Right.
Exactly.
A win out of them gets the Canelo shot.
Champ, you look like you're gonna be the fourth member of this panel.
Hey, no.
You look like you're gonna be the fourth member of this panel. We've been saying this all camera.
Hey, man,
we need you.
I'm gonna get you. Hey, man, we got to talk offline.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody won.
You don't think? Wait a minute. You don't think Benavidez has earned his shot?
Fighting who?
No, I'm just saying. You don't. Just in general. You don't against Canelo.
Let me tell you something. I thought the Boo Andrade and Benavidez fight was signed. If that fight was signed, winner out of that fight definitely deserves.
I can see that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He can't fight everybody at one time.
I agree with that.
I think that's what people want to see him fight either.
We didn't have to ask when we looked at like when like with De La Hoya, with Trinidad, with like Sweet Pea. A lot of these fights when they were coming up, I just remember they just happened. It was easy. It happened. Now it's like it's more business.
But De La Hoya didn't fight Trinidad and Pernell Whitaker in the same year. And by far, when he fought Pernell Whitaker beat him and still was out of his era.
True. Yeah. True.
Whitaker was old when he fought De La Hoya and still beat him.
I thought he beat him too, man. Hey, champ, they robbed him.
Beat Chavez too.
I mean, that's the golden boy.
Yeah. You already know, man. Look, so
no, we've got some. We have to explore this. Before we let you off, because this actually was an interesting interview, and it seemed like you were just in the room with us, and you check him, and we always get into it with this guy.
Man, get out of here, man. These dudes, man, I'm telling you, man, I need help when I get these interviews because these guys, they want to see the weirdest fights at the most.
We want the fans one.
Get out of here.
The
Bivol fight is a great fight. Bivol fight is a great fight.
Yeah, I don't think it's an easy fight for Canelo. It's
definitely but you've seen Bivol fight.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Chance too. So I don't think.
I mean, this guy has a chance.
I mean, skill-wise,
Canelo
has outskilled everybody.
He has, but he gotta. This is at this point he has to just put the exclamation mark on.
Tell me what fight Floyd Mayweather was in that you thought he was gonna lose.
Actually, to be honest, when I first saw him when he matched up against Zab, I thought he was going. I thought he had a good chance to lose against Zab.
Are you serious?
I did. I'm sorry. I did.
Now,
Zab is a southpaw.
To Zab credit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, this stinks over here. This yes, champ.
You can't tell me when he fought Zab, I thought he had a legitimate shot at losing at the time. When he fought Cotto, I thought he was going to lose. And actually, some people may say that was the most competitive fight that Floyd Mayweather had against Cotto.
It was competitive.
Until he kept hitting him in the head.
You gotta look at it. When Floyd started to really lay hands on Cotto, the fight was going down. If they had 15 rounds,
He'd
you know what I'm saying? And I like Cotto, but Floyd always knew that Cotto was never gonna be ready for him. He always knew he could beat Cotto. When they were trying to pump Cotto up for a Floyd fight, Floyd literally said, "No, he's not ready yet," and did not fight him. Did not want to fight him.
I think that Zab fight was now. I'm gonna Zab credit. Zab was outstanding. He was fast and he was southpaw, and that was two things that.
Hard match with no hands.
Yeah, he knew he was gonna gas out.
Floyd been whooping Zab's ass by accident as far.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Behind the scenes.
So we're not getting Zab either. Thanks, champ.
I didn't hear about the sparring session they had.
Hey man, did y'all have like a conversation before this whole thing started?
Hey, we have one more chair that's sitting to the side.
That was it went around. Everybody knew about it. They had a sparring session when Zab was in the gym training, and Floyd walked in with his jeans on, regular clothes, and was like, "Let me get some." Got the ring with jeans on, and left blood in the ring and stepped out.
It's still my favorite fighter. I don't care what none of y'all say.
Champ, we're gonna have to have you.
Everybody, man. I love all you guys, man. Everybody are warriors, man. Again, we do this in fun. This is all family. I appreciate all y'all contributions to the sport. But we definitely, man, we gotta have you back on because I don't know, man. Y'all had a conversation, man.
It's facts. It's all facts. It's all facts.
And he's missing out. He's missing out how funny he is, man. Because we share little funny memes on Instagram all the time. He has some pretty funny content for those of you who follow him.
I'm gonna have to get on.
Yeah, you got to. Definitely. We got to follow you from the platform. I was telling these guys.
My My IG always on joke time.
Yeah, man. Hey, you got some of the best ones. I steal them too. Don't worry about it.
How you think I get them? You know what? You know what it is?
What?
People send them to me because they don't want to post them on their page.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what to do with these.
Yeah, I know where these gonna go to get some.
They know I'm free willing with mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Champ, thank you for coming on. We're gonna have you back in the near future.
Just give me the word, man.
My man. We appreciate it, man.
You, bro.
Again, thanks.
Man.
That concludes our episode of A-Side Boxing. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for those of you who are watching. And we'll see you next time on A-Side Boxing.